The push alert arrived instantly, and the Echo speaker announced the
Someone is
visitor.
at the main door.
Our series on home automation from scratch continues, and today we will convert a standard doorbell into a smart one in less than 15 USD. This is where the doorbell is currently installed at my front door. Naturally, I'm facing a few issues with it. Hello, everyone. The first issue with this doorbell: the house is deep, so I can't hear the chime in the back rooms. We need to boost the volume. The second issue is that the doorbell button is right next to the staircase light switch, so people constantly confuse the two. Let's upgrade this doorbell. We'll completely unmount it so I can explain the circuit clearly on the workbench. First, before automating it, we need to understand the doorbell circuit. This system runs on 225. The neutral wire goes directly to the chime, while the live wire is interrupted by the push-button switch, completing the circuit when pressed. Now let's see how to automate it. To make this doorbell smart, we will need a Shelly smart relay. Honestly, no other brand handles this scenario as well as Shelly. For this method, the best option is from the Plus series. Later in the video, we'll discuss why the Plus series is ideal. Automating your doorbell with Shelly unlocks several great features. You can mute the chime during specific hours, integrate it with smart assistants to ring on a schedule, and receive instant push notifications on your phone, among many other features. Let's dive into the wiring. Step 1. Run a neutral wire directly to the Shelly from the same neutral line. Step 2. Take the switched output wire coming from the push button to the chime, and connect it to the output O terminal on the Shelly Plus. This is how the wiring looks. We have offloaded control from the physical button to the Shelly. Now the Shelly needs permanent live power to operate. We will tap into the live wire connected to the switch, and bridge it to the L terminal. Once connected to a live power source, the Shelly boots up. However, the Shelly 1 requires an additional live input to bridge the dry contact. Since this is a dry contact relay, it needs a continuous line feed. We've explained this in several previous videos. We will add an extra live jumper wire to the I input terminal. This jumper goes straight from the live line to the input terminal on the Shelly. So now the Shelly has permanent power and a bridged input line. We can test the chime trigger directly from the Shelly app. Let's trigger it through the app to demonstrate the main concept. Before running it normally, we need to configure a setting. We will set an auto-off timer of less than half a second. This ensures the bell rings briefly and stops safely. It works flawlessly, cutting off automatically right after the chime sounds. This is exactly what we want. Now let's wire the physical doorbell switch into the system to see how it works. Connect the live wire entering the switch and the output wire directly to the Shelly like this. Let's secure the connections. This is the completed wiring setup. The doorbell switch now sends a live signal directly to the SW switch input on the Shelly. Let's test the entire setup. Now let's configure the switch behavior in the app. Go to Settings, Input-Output Settings. Change the switch type from standard toggle to momentary mode, as it's a spring-loaded push button. Now if we press the physical button, the doorbell rings normally. But so far this acts just like a standard doorbell. The real goal here is to deactivate the physical chime during specific hours, while still getting notifications on my phone and smart speakers when someone presses it. To do this, we need to detach the switch from the relay by changing the button type. So now pressing the button won't trigger the chime directly, but it can still be triggered via the app. The switch is now decoupled from the relay. So how do we make it ring on a schedule? This allows us to trigger an action within specific time windows. Let's set it up. Click Add. We will specify the allowed hours. Let's name this schedule Setting 1. I will set it to be active from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m., midnight. We'll choose the trigger condition as button pressed, single push, and add a local URL command. This HTTP command sends a local request back to the Shelly itself to toggle the relay. The URL command uses a local loopback IP. It uses the standard localhost IP, 127.00.1. You can use this exact URL without changes, even if your local network IP range is different, because this IP target refers back to the host device itself. I'll leave the link in the video description. Save the action. So now the physical button only has permission to trigger the chime within our defined time window. Testing the button again, it works perfectly. We can now silence the actual chime during sleeping hours. This stops late-night disturbances completely. No more unwanted noise. If a delivery person hits the doorbell late at night, or someone mistakes it for the staircase light, the physical chime won't make a sound. Now what else can we do with this automation? We can build a scene to broadcast notifications to our phones and smart speakers, like Amazon Echo devices, around the house. It will announce the visitor at a preset volume, but only during specified hours. Let's build this smart scene for Echo speakers and mobile push alerts. Go to Scenes and click Create. Let's name it Main Door. The name matters here because the voice assistant will announce this exact name when triggered. Make sure you name it clearly. For the condition, select the specific device, which is our doorbell Shelly switch. Choose when the input switch is triggered. Set the condition to On Any Change and hit Save. Now let's configure the action. Under Actions, select Smart Speaker Notifications, select your Alexa Smart Home System, and save it. Next, let's add a mobile push notification action. Choose Standard Push Notification and type a message like Someone is at the door. Save the scene. This newly created automation rule will sync over to your Alexa app. It will discover a new virtual device named Main Door as a trigger sensor for your routines. Let's find it in the Alexa app. Main Door is discovered, click on it. Turn on doorbell announcements and pick the Echo devices you want to broadcast the chime. You can select a specific speaker or all of them. I'll select 3 Echo speakers, including the one right here. Enable the doorbell press event and pick a custom chime sound that you like. Save the settings. The smart speakers are now ready to announce visitors. Whenever the physical button is pressed, let's test it out now. The push alert arrived instantly, and the Echo speaker announced the visitor. Even if the internet drops, the physical doorbell will still ring locally as normal. You can also mute the Alexa announcements on a schedule by enabling Do Not Disturb mode on your Echo speakers during the night. You can easily adjust the chime volume or set up custom execution logic via Alexa routines to control exactly how loud the announcement is when someone rings. For instance, I can set Do Not Disturb to automatically mute all smart speakers past midnight. This prevents late-night speaker alerts, making it a highly practical setup. Moreover, having a smart button at your front door opens up many possibilities. For example, we could configure it to disarm a security alarm using a specific sequence when entering the house. The logic for that is really clever. I will explain how to set that up in an upcoming video, God willing. Now that the bench testing is complete, let's reinstall the unit and look at the real-world wiring at the door. Let's see how it fits back in. One key detail: if someone holds the button down for a long time, long press, the standard single push action won't register. If you want alerts for long presses, we can add another webhook event in the Shelly settings. Click Add under Local Actions and create a rule for long push. By adding this, you cover both short clicks and continuous presses, capturing every possible visitor interaction at your doorstep. Save the rule. Now, if someone holds the button down, the smart speakers will still trigger an alert immediately. If you want the physical chime to ring on a long press too, you just duplicate the HTTP loopback URL for the long press event. Set the same active hours, e.g. 8 am to 12 am under the long push webhook. This gives you absolute control over how the system behaves, whether it's a quick tap or a long hold. Let's test the long press. The smart automation triggers perfectly. These configuration options are incredibly flexible, allowing you to tailor everything to your lifestyle. Now let's proceed with the permanent wall installation. Let's check the wiring box. The real-world wiring follows the exact same logic. We locate the neutral terminal inside the wall junction box and secure our neutral and live lines into the appropriate terminals. What wire inside the wall do we bypass? We bridge the live feed going to the physical switch. Since it already routes down to the switch, we pull the switch return line directly into the Shelly's switch input. We will tuck away the excess wire length and clean up the installation box like this. Trim the wires to an appropriate length. This is the final layout. Instead of a bulky 5-wire connector block, I used a compact 3-wire connector block to match this schematic cleanly, right inside the junction box. This is the final circuit diagram inside the wall box, guys. Inside the wall, we have 2 blue wires. We need to identify which one goes to the switch and which one is the main neutral. To trace them, have someone hold the outside button down continuously while you test the wires with a multimeter or voltage tester on the inside. Testing the line from the other side. This confirms this specific line is the switch return wire. I'll mark it with red tape. Now that we've mapped the neutral and switch lines, we just need to bring a permanent live wire into the box. I had already fished a permanent live line from the main breaker panel earlier to power the Shelly relay. I pulled it straight up into this junction box alongside the existing doorbell infrastructure. Now let's put the doorbell housing back together. The setup is perfectly straightforward. It's just a matter of terminating the wires, neutral to neutral, the switch return line to the SW input, and bridging the live connections. With the wiring complete, mount the doorbell back on the wall. I hope this video helps you with your smart home journey.